What is up, guys? I am Perkle, and today we are going to do another, and actually I have not done this for quite a while, a movie review, and today we're going to do My Sort of Take by, I like him a lot, directed by Wes Craven, and this movie is actually not that bad. I actually enjoy this movie. It's not like Urban Legend 1 or any other crappy movie I have reviewed, like, oh, watch this when it's a cloudy, stormy day. No, watch this movie when you actually want to see something by Wes Craven. It's not his best work, but it's decent where I enjoy it a lot. Let's go into the plot, actually. So, a teen named Bug must figure a way to solve or save his friends from a presumed dead serial killer who has returned to finish the job he started 16 years earlier. So that means this movie begins actually starting by seeing from before these kids were born towards when they turned 16. And before they turned 16, there is a lynching actually going on where I'm going to explain to you guys. There was a family, again, 16 years past this beginning of this movie. And this husband and family, is trying to be, again, they are having their second baby, and it seems like it is going to be a son than a daughter because they have a lovely daughter in their beginning of the movie. And we see the husband actually has an interesting case of split, I can say. He has different voices in his head, so it controls him sometimes when he speaks or when he actually acts out very weirdly. We see some of his demons, you can say, or his sides, and one of the sides is, we don't hear the names of the sides, but when the TV's going on and stuff, there's news saying there's a few more people dead by the Ripper. So there's some cases where we are hearing he is probably, we don't know, but I had to go and watch this over and over and over to see if they were mentioning he was the Ripper. So what I'm meaning is, on TV, there is a guy named called the Ripper, and he's killing people, but we couldn't tell if we were having it by he was the Ripper, but he's trying to take that away and become a normal father and not be a weirdo, murdering people. And even he has a knife, actually, too. And going on, the side of called Ripper tells them, if you talk to anybody to make me stop, I will kill you and your daughter and your wife, and you won't have a lot of things to live for. So when he wakes up, and we can't really tell because he's in this dream slash is this real or is this a dream? So he wakes up from a dream, calls his therapist, Dr. Blake, and talks about well, he is trying to control me again. He told me not call you and stuff. And before we know, he turns to his wife and sees her stomach is cut open. So he already murdered her. So let's go to the 16 years later. Nope, let's stop right there and just talk a little something else. Even that, when the husband gets shot and stabbed by himself, they are trying to take him to the hospital, but going to jail after for murder. They actually get into a bad crash by cutting one of their ambulance guys or girls' throat, and they crash, and they always now believe he died that day, but they say his spirit lived on and went on to another living being. That night, 7 new young babies are born, including his wife's baby, and this is the fun begins, I guess. 16 years go by, and we see 7 other people was born on the same day when the serial killer died, but they think he died because there's still rumors of he may come back when they all turn 16. And again, I like the concept and stuff, but what's grabbing, really? You had to just pick 17? Again, no more number, I guess. But going on with the movie, it was, again, not bad. Good directing. They didn't really do anything with the characters what we will care for. So what I mean that is, they didn't really do anything much for the other characters. Really didn't have like a big screen time, so they didn't care about any of those people to have like, oh, before they die, care about them before they die. So they do that a lot. They try a few of them. Like Brittany. Brittany dies, and I didn't care for her. For her, didn't really like her because she was like that type of like skank. Like she really just hanged with the bad kids, I guess. But going on, this movie actually goes by pretty quick in when you watch it, and it's just the mystery of when kids are somehow rounding up dead, and cops are trying to like, okay, so should we say he's coming back, or should we just say this was an accident? Because they literally like the first death what we find, or the cops find, they are like, he's coming back, isn't he? Because it's one of the 7 people who was born around when he died, so they just plain out thought like, he's coming back, isn't he? And he does actually, but it's something different. So what I say of a little earlier, when they were born and when the killer died, his soul was still living on, so he tried to go to the closest thing to have a living form like as a baby. So his soul went into one of the babies, making him reborn actually somewhat. So towards the end, we see Bug, and that's his like hero. Bug is mostly the biggest hero in this movie because he's trying to do many things, but we actually learn some things by him. He has the same thing as someone, and we actually find out Bug's father and his mother. And you remember, his mother died somehow, and then people say to him, his father died by a car crash. Huh. Serial killer died by a car crash somewhat. His mother died by just natural deaths. Not a normal death. Illuminati confirmed! But if you can't tell, Bug is actually related to the Ripper. The Ripper is his dad. So, yeah. That is a very big twist. I like it. But then we actually find out, yes, he actually, and he like says to the ending almost, he's the keeper of the soul. So about every one people when they die, he gets a personality, like because he's in the office in the principal, and he says like, oh, you like no, your daughter's pregnant and stuff. And he like turned out to be a girl. Like his voice actually turns into a girl. So he's what we found out to the end of the movie. He's the soul keeper. So he takes the souls and keeps them, and has different personalities like his father. Finding out his best friend Alex is actually the murderer of the brand new Ripper killings, and we actually find out Alex was picked to be chosen from the killer's spirit or soul. And we mostly have the great movie by just having not good kills. Like, I'm gonna say that. There was no really good kills. The first kill is like, he doesn't, okay, so I don't want to say he doesn't use the knife. He hits the kid in the metal, hitting his head, like, and like cracking it and then stabbing him in the chest. And then that's the first, like, kill. Brittany's death, he picks her up by the throat and, like, goes in and, I guess, kills her by crushing her throat. There's not really a lot of good kills, but a really good movie, I guess, by my opinion. You can like this movie or not, but I enjoyed it and stuff. But we find out Alex was chosen and stuff, and blah, 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 blah. And he's talking to Bug, his best friend, and they figure out Bug is actually the soul keeper, as what we explained, and Alex is the killer. So we probably will kill Alex, right? Yeah. They just talk for like a minute or two before Bug just puts a large, 8 inches of blade into Alex's stomach. So, yeah, I guess that ends okay. It mostly ends with like Alex having the spirit talking to Bug, saying like, "I will make you a deal like your father I did," and it's like, "You don't kill me, I don't kill you," and we blame it on someone else. And they try to blame it on the black guy who's blind, and yeah, I guess it works well. I guess because yeah, a black guy and with his blindness can literally do the killing when he can't see nothing. So it doesn't make sense what they tried to do. I get what they were trying to do. They wanted to put the blame on their friend who was blind, but they don't think like, yeah, could the blindness like affect our story? Yeah, it's possible. So yeah, the movie's not that bad. I must say the directing of the movie not that bad. I should like just like have the kills be a lot better and let's care about the characters like because when Brittany died I didn't really give a shit. The fucking Jack didn't care about him. Like give more us like more reasons why we would care about these characters when they die. Like as Glenn in The Walking Dead, we love Glenn. He was in like every season, and then like towards the end of season 6, he dies. Actually, no, we don't see who dies. It's season 7, the first episode, where we find out who dies. So, like I said, like make us actually enjoy and like be like, oh no, he died. I liked him. So mostly do that. Again, the directing wasn't that bad. Just the direct, like, where they were going for it. They could do a lot better with that. Their explanation, like, towards the ending of how they want to frame the blind kid, where who is their friend, didn't make sense. But, yeah, but Alex does die, and his soul, or the freaking River's soul, is gone. And we end by having Bug as a hero and police and ambulance coming in and trying to take the bodies away. So yeah, good movie, I guess. Just the only thing, guys, like I would want to say with this movie is better kills. Like have us like in like what am I gonna say? Like have us more actually caring for the characters because if we don't care, it doesn't mean nothing for you or us. What else? Oh yeah, and this movie was made in 2010. I forgot to say that in the beginning of this video. Yeah. But guys, I hope you enjoyed it always. I'm just I'm getting back into things, okay? I'm trying to get a roll on with videos. So yeah. So if you guys enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe to me, and always, if you had a nice day. That's not what I say, Chandler. And always, have a nice day.